Hey, welcome back to the channel. Not really sure what I'm doing today, but I gotta figure out some of my projects. So I ended up picking this up on my last tour out west. I'll be straight up, I paid 1,800 bucks for this thing. So it's got some rust, no holes, nothing like that. The only thing I got to figure out is how that bracket hooks together. I think it's got a clamp around it so it pivots, but I'm not sure. My buddy Mike Chambers out there, he says he's top fan. They got one where he works and he's gonna get me some pictures when he's back to work and done hunting big deer. So my plan for this as of right now, and if anybody has any other good ideas, is put it on another container trailer like I did with the manure tank. So I'm measuring this up. There's some container trailers selling. Periodically they sell. Usually they're down south, ex-military trailers and whatnot like that. So it was set up on a 10-wheeler. I don't really want to put it on the Mac because I like the Mac, and I don't really want to get another 10-wheeler to set it on because it's another 10-wheeler that I gotta maintain. So I'm thinking a tractor trailer because my goal is to set another tractor trailer up. So just came out here, measured height because that was one of my questions, because usually when I see these they're sitting on drop decks or stuff like that, and there's options of putting it on a drop deck. Just I gotta find a short one so that it's convenient to fit around. This thing's like 17 foot long. A container trailer total length is 23.5. So measured it up. We're gonna go measure the container trailer and get along with the day. So a lot of people might wonder why I bought a tender trailer, but if you go back and you watch previous videos of us moving fertilizer, it's usually a 3-man job. It takes all day long. It's just a headache. We deal with the bags, we're loading them, unloading them. It's not tall enough to lift them, stuff like that. So tender trailer is going to speed up spreading fertilizer dramatically, which will be really nice because I'm all about efficiency and doing more with less people. But he goes over here. He thinks I'm leaving him. He better be out of the way. Yeah, he is. So the fleet's all lined up, looking good. Ended up washing the white truck, rewashing the tractor some, just getting the last bit. So we're gonna measure this. So that is originally what this was. It was a container trailer that I ended up pretty much just cutting the front bars off just so they're not in the way, but added this and set it in on it so that it's got some rollability, because that's how they had it set up on the truck. I just thought maybe with manure I wanted some flexibility. With that, I'm just gonna set it right on it, I think. So the ones I'm looking at aren't spread axle, adjustable axle width length, so it sits much more level. But yeah, I don't remember what I measured at all back there. Ooh, that was sit inside of it. It was 33 to the inside, so I think that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, so we might be going to North Carolina. I'll let you guys know as it goes along. It'll be a good trip. Got some places in Pennsylvania to stop at, see some old friends and whatnot. Only thing I'm thinking with this, and it's sitting high in the front right now, but that's like 7.3. This is like 4.4. So that puts me up towards 11 foot. I'll still be shorter than the top of this. I'll be right up where that fill, where my nurse setup is, so just got to be cautious. That's it. We got some weird trees, if you guys haven't noticed, overhanging. I keep forgetting that this thing needs both lights because that other one's cracked. Got to do something different for 2021 season, but alrighty. My old college housemate works at Binkley and Hearst. She's actually gonna hook me up with some Landau parts. So I gotta make a list, and I'm gonna take that 7-shank and make it into a 9-shank so it lines up perfectly behind that tractor. And then it will be about the right size for that tractor, I think so. So we gotta add a whole nother shank setup or chisel setup. We're gonna put it on the side, so I gotta order anything I can't get locally, like nuts and bolts I'll get locally, but the spring assembly, plus I need a spare part of that. I do have some spares, which is pretty handy. It came with it, so like the pin, the adjustment, the big lock nut. There's something else in here. Yeah, in my non-organized. It's getting more organized. I gotta get some of this out of here. So get my pile of filters and get that transmission put in storage, and then we'll fill it up with winter projects. So I gotta go ahead and make a list here. Tag, you're at. No? Don't want to play tag? Well, I guess the trailer's got to get welded. As far as the one little horse trailer, cattle trailer, it's a horse trailer, not this one. That's aluminum, so I don't weld aluminum. I don't have tools to weld aluminum, but so I gotta go get the mini loader, move that to the shop, weld that, and I guess you guys are in for a treat in one of the next videos. That's got to get unloaded today. We're gonna head back west for something. It's not for me, but I'm trucking it, so you guys will have to stay tuned in to see what it is. They're working on hutches, so they got the tractor over here with the generator and the mini loader moving wood. What they're doing is building some calf hutches, like cow hutches is what they call them, portable stalls. Since in theory we're overcrowded all the time, so it would help cows do better. Cows, heifers, everything does better when there's less stress. Diets are better, reproduction is better, any issues. So overcrowding causes issues. So we never had enough stalls when we started expanding, so that was the idea. They're building 2, so they're gonna add 12 more stalls to that group. This end group, which is our pregnant age, where you want the least amount of stress, that is a cow per stall and a headlock per stall, so there's no stress there. Well, theoretically no stress. So that's better. Plus this building's tired, and us working with the state in a state park makes it a little interesting as far as building new buildings. Theoretically that is the state's responsibility, and they know that, but if anybody, I guess everybody who's watching should know, when you're dealing with government and politics, it makes it unique. So when we doubled our herd in the barn and put the second robot in, our dry cows were in the barn, so they had to leave, so we built 4 of these cow hutches, and they've worked out well. Cleaning, it's a little bit of a pain. I wish we had more space as far as cleaning and everything else like that, but we can hold 24 dry cows in there. Some of them go out on pasture, so it's worked out. It's been really the cost side of it has been really efficient. So by the way, some people were asking about the 2950 hood. It's back on, so all happy now. I guess we got some rain. I did end up washing that tanker down, so drained it out, washed it down. This one, still waiting on a tube for it, and they use these trailers to move some calves and whatnot, so I guess something's broken or cracked or whatnot. But this is where it all started. Original trailer, original piece of equipment I bought actually, and then it ended up in me buying a bunch of manure equipment. It's been good though. Wasn't really sure what they were talking about, but so yeah, this is a horse trailer that we got for basically nothing, and they just haul some calves with it. But pop this down and you're like, oh, what's going on? Oh, that's going on. So that's cool. I don't know if I'm gonna actually be able to fix it. What's there? I gotta make sure it actually moves before I straight welding on it. Not what I ideally want to do. Put a bunch of lubrication stuff on something that I'm gonna go weld on, but oh, there it is. Otherwise, if I get it all going and it still doesn't move, it doesn't help. I love welding on rotted stuff. But yeah, probably better off just going and finding another cheap one. Here I am, not my projects here. So I'm working for the farm, doing some odds and ends stuff for them, welding. Nobody on the farm knows how to weld. I'm gonna hold off on this. I'm gonna have them get a piece of metal. We're gonna make that straight, and then I got this one moving. That one won't move at all, like a tiny little bit. So I'm not gonna go through all this just to struggle. Hey, where you been? And we'll fix this much better. The bottom's all rotted anyway, so. Every project I've started with the farm today has either failed because I don't have the stuff that they need. And this was all stuff this morning that was like, hey, could you do this? Check that. Or I just don't have help. So, back to doing my own stuff. Which means we gotta get this thing off the trailer, because it's hard to load things on a trailer when there's already stuff loaded on it. Just doing a walk around. Hey, bud, where'd you go? You're missing. Nobody right local has it, but where I got the trailer at Tourbillon, and I'll walk up to it, in Rhode Island, who's been awesome. I think my brother's got 2 trailers from him. Here you go. So if you're in the market for pretty much any trailer, they treated me really well. I actually, so this is a 36 foot. I actually called on a 32 on a Friday, and by Monday it was already sold. So they said, hey, we got a 32 getting built. Do you want that? I said, yep, I'll do that. So really good price on it. I wish I had went black wood at some points, but then again, when I worked on the tank, I burned into it. So when I update, I might do that. And I wish I had added more lights, which I can always do more of that, but it would look cooler. So otherwise, I love this trailer. But called people local to us, like 10 minutes away. Nobody had the caps. Called them, they had them. They're gonna leave 2 outside for me, and then I'll go pick them up. So always good to do your pre-trip and check those things. These big straps, wicked handy. Colburn's gonna want it back though. I see another one's ripping, like 1 inch of the 4 inch. Oh, people were saying up there it's pulled back that way, and this one was pulled forward. Should probably get this off without pulling on it too much, because it is just sitting there. Where we had to put the band piece, that looks good still. But I'll get this finished up and Got that unloaded. It's always interesting. There's a pin on that that I didn't realize was a stop pin. I don't know if mine has that or not. Oh, one fell off. That's cool. We were just saying, is it gonna roll? No, it'll be okay to get out front. The other one's not rolling. Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna leave them on till tomorrow, but I guess we'll do that. Yeah, that was good. That was real good by me. Yeah, now it's full of mud. Amateur hour out here. Not the ideal way, but I know I'm never gonna need them if I hold on to them. If I get rid of them, I know I'm gonna need them. Just how my luck works out. But we're gonna go put them under cover. That end up, it will pick, you can pick that right up now. It will twist. Well, just stopped in Tourbillon. You can't really see it there. Got 2 oil caps, so I got a spare for the future. They were awesome, left it outside for me, so we're doing good. Now we just gotta get home. Yeah, there's their sign. Out here, commandeering some chains and ratchets, or binders, I mean. So, missing one of my sets, which is weird. So I got 4, but I'd really want 5. So I asked Frank, I came over, I'm grabbing 2 sets. So always better safe than sorry for trip. I think we're ready to go. Got some stuff I got to do in the morning, but overall I went and got windshield wipers for this. I put windshield washer fluid in. The last trip kept telling me it was low every time we hit a bump. So moving up in the world today. This is ready. Trailer is ready except for that cap, which I went and picked up. Got extra chains. Yeah, so appreciate you guys watching today's video. Wasn't really expecting to do what I'm doing the trip, but it's gonna work out pretty well. So hope you guys join along for that and see where we're going. Drop a comment below saying where you think I'm headed. So be interested. But thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be headed somewhere with this. Have a good one.